When a technician arrives at a customer site, they often use materials that need to be billed once the job is complete. In other cases, they may perform an assessment to prepare a quote. It's essential to distinguish between what was quoted and what should be invoiced. In this demo, we'll walk through how a technician enters materials, whether for quoting or invoicing, using the Materials Entry screen. This demo assumes your materials database and project material categories have already been configured. The materials database is managed under Actions Parts List, while project material categories are defined in Project Setup. Any materials listed as preferred in the project will appear within the work order. When the technician opens a work order, they'll see a section labeled Time, Materials, and Expenses. From there, they navigate to the Materials Entry tab. If the work order is in a quoting status, the quote option is selected by default. If the status is active, the invoice option is selected instead. Watch as the work order status changes. The system automatically updates the entry mode to reflect the correct type for that status. Inside the work order, materials are organized by category. Each category appears as its own tab. Within each tab, the technician can enter quantities for individual materials. As quantities are entered, BigWave automatically generates quote or invoice line items in the background. Currently, the materials entry area is in quote mode, so any materials entered now will flow into the quoting area. We'll enter a manual generator panel and a power inlet box. Switching to the Summary tab, we can see both selections listed. This view helps the technician keep track of what's been added. Let's add a fuel filter as well. Now all three items are visible from a single place. If a part isn't found within the tabs, the technician can enter it manually or select it from the Global Materials database. From the Summary tab, quantities can be adjusted directly, or the technician can return to the original category tab to make changes. Now let's update the work order to an active status. Immediately, the system selects the invoice option. As a technician, this allows them to see what was quoted and enter actual quantities used on site. If I install a part that wasn't quoted, like a conduit adapter, I can add it easily. With the invoice option selected, all entries flow directly into the invoice line items. Technicians can switch between quote and invoice modes as needed, but the default setting based on the work order status ensures the correct mode is used when work begins. This is the complete process for technician material entry. Just remember, entry is captured and directed to either the quote or invoice system based on the selected option.